Welcome back, folks. Ronald here. Gonna be putting up Scribblet tonight. Gonna be drawing Ash Williams from Evil Dead. Let's see here. Hey, we're on quite late tonight. Another late night session. Alright, here we go. Scribblet. Y'all know this is basically an online Pictionary game that I tend to feature on Sundays. You know, players would take turns trying to guess what is being drawn. But they have an art mode, a creative mode, where you can just freehandly draw whatever you feel like drawing. Here are some examples of other people's submissions. There was a recent art contest, and these were the top 3, I think. And I think these are just brand new submissions to the community of past art. Hey, there's George. Oh, Dudemon. But yeah, so but yeah, this is a free little app. You can find it on Steam. I'm just gonna head over to creative mode. Huh. It seems like they want us to make sure that we see some of the submissions before we can open up the creative mode. Alright. Hopefully everything is alright on the technical side. Sound volume, check. Visuals, check. Looking over to my second monitor to make sure the chat windows are in order. Alright, so here is the canvas that I'm going to be working on. Get the option to work on a new piece of artwork or open up a past one to further, you know, work on. I also have past works. Let's see if I've If I can enable the past drawings here. There we go. Oh, I didn't get to add the Grinch ones. I don't think. All right, let's start with a new one here. Let's see. Let's fill up the page with black. That way it doesn't blind anyone. So this one's going to be named Ash Williams. Evil Dead, or The Evil Dead. Unless I want... I wonder if I can just put, like, parentheses, Evil Dead. And then Ash. Ash Williams, let's see. Evil Dead. Ash Williams. I think I'll keep it like that. Here's the canvas. Basic tools here on the left. Get your brush, eraser tool, paint fill bucket, and then shapes, outlines. You can fill it with a, I think, shift key or something like that. It's also a line tool. I actually found that I found out that they removed the line tool in a previous update, and then they brought it back. But yeah, they keep on bringing features in and out, including the chat window here. I'll just write out. Yeah, the chat. This is a whole. They rehauled the entire UI too, so a lot of it's been organized this past year. Color wheel on the top right. Eyedropper. What else we got? Transparency bar to adjust the opacity. Preset colors, solid colors, 3 different brush sizes, but you can resize using the mouse wheel. You also have a mouse indicator, so you can know when I would, press the left button and stuff, and or mouse wheel. It can show us a little bit. It's hard to view it when it's like on top of like a yellow color. So undo, redo, clear. Whoop, sorry about that. Oh wow. Oh, because I adjusted the transparency, that's why it looked a little bit grayish. And then there's also a save key. But yeah. And then there's a button to share it on Steam, but haven't really done much in here yet, so make sure the sound is fine. Alright. So yeah, I was trying to decide like how I'm gonna pose this character. And I kinda wanna make it like an action pose. And another thing is I kinda wanna base it on the Ash from either the within the first like 3 films, the trilogy, the Evil Dead trilogy, and not so much the TV series or the later iterations of Evil Dead. There is a new trailer for the upcoming Evil Dead Rise film, and it looks fantastic. It looks terrifying. It looks as good as the 2013. But I want to do like since I've never done like an Evil Dead drawing before, and I feel like Ash would be the character to draw if I were to do one. So let's see what I can come up with. As you can see on the past drawings here, you can see Jason. That's a retro Jason. So they have come up with a video game for the Evil Dead, I think back on the PS2 era or something. Either PS1 or PS2, like the original PlayStation or something. And it was like more of like an action-y game. There's a new game that came out recently, I think last year. Like last year or so. Around summertime, I think it came out, just before Halloween. But it's more along the lines of like Ash vs. Evil Dead, because it's got characters from that universe and pretty much all the past iterations of Evil Dead, which is great. I've yet to play it, but I have it on Epic Games, and I may or may not want to feature it someday. We'll see. It plays very much like, I want to say Friday the 13th video game. The more recent one, not the Nintendo Entertainment System one. Let me see how the past drawings would look if I were to move it. I kind of want to get it like a little lower, maybe. Since there's already something down there. So I could keep it down here, so that's not in the way of things. I'd like to do the snapping thing. Let's see, adjust this a little more. But yeah. The only thing that's covering is the chat window. I'm gonna try and adjust this to according to. Maybe I can expand it a little more so it fits in. Oh, there you go. So yeah, this is gonna be a chill art session as usual. But yeah, so at the end I'll save it when I feel that the drawing is finished, and I tend to convert these to time-lapse videos. Speaking of which, I do have time-lapse slideshow. I don't know if it's going to be in view here. Yeah, it would probably be too much if I would put too many things. But there's an example there. Maybe I could. I'll probably enable it again later. Alright. So I want to try and figure out what kind of pose I want to have for this guy. Bruce Campbell plays the character of Ash Williams, probably best known for that character. He's also starred in other films. Yeah, definitely want to give him an action pose. This could probably go. Let's see. Let's try a lighter color. He's the guy with the chainsaw. You could probably have him so that he has his arm right up to the screen or so. I definitely want to get the chainsaw in view. Probably make it so that the chainsaw come through this way. He also has his arm, like his right arm has been cut. I think his hand has been cut. I think in the second film, I forgot whether or not it took place in the first film or not. It's been a while since I've seen the first one. I do have it on Blu-ray. But I know for sure he fights his hand in the second film, Evil Dead 2. Trying to make no too many marks or else it's gonna be cemented, but it's okay. This would be where the gun would be. Yeah. So, along with the chainsaw, he has what he calls his boomstick. Boomstick. Coined in Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness. Is it the Army of Darkness? Yeah, I think it's just Army of Darkness. Which is the third film. And in that one, like his shirt is all ripped and stuff. It It picks up right after the second film. So once you've seen the second film, you have to watch Army of Darkness right away. But the second film was pretty much a remake of the first film, if not done a little bit better, with more budget and stuff. I don't know how this is gonna go. Just want to see how this is gonna end up. I could go with this pose. I don't know. I'm still like trying to decide. Because I feel like this would be, it would cover so much of the screen. I feel like I could have moved them a little bit over on this side so I can get more of the chainsaw in. This ear will be somewhere. I used to catch the TV show Ash vs. Evil Dead on Stars. Try to watch it whenever there's a new episode. It had practical effects and everything. I used to follow their Twitter. It was exciting. Because you don't often get shows like that. And it managed to last about 3 seasons. Fantastic show. Wish there was more of it. Wish there was more of that Bruce Campbell. some surprising characters that would appear in that. Some neat actors too that would appear later on. Oh, I feel like this would be a very toonish look for him. He has a bit more shorter hair, I think, in the first film. But it does get a little bit more messy as it progresses. He gets dragged around in the woods, cabin in the woods. Your typical spooky setting. Let's get that smug face. He's got that chin too, the big chin. So I think characteristically, he's got like a, I don't know, like a stone. It's like a macho, like a stone sort of vibe to him. He's a wisecracker too. And that's what we love about him. He's got some jokes. Whenever he battles a demon, a deadite, as they call it. I could probably fix his hair. I feel like I could probably start over. I'm trying to come up with like a different pose for this guy. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. They never fixed the eyedropper, right? Oh, that's such a shame. They never fixed the eyedropper. Well, rip. Oh man, look how dark that is. I couldn't pick the color in the background there. I feel like that would be important later on. I wonder if, let me see. Oh well, I could have done that. Let me see. This would be like a lot darker background. Can't really see anything else. Alright, let's try this again. Very light brown. So I do want to get both the chainsaw and maybe the shoddy. I don't know. I could maybe... Oh, I don't know. Let's try this again. And there will be... Ooh, what if I were to get so that he poses in a way where... Let me try something real quick. What if he's like facing this way? And then he has his arm over here. And then a chainsaw would come out as if he's holding the chainsaw rather than being part of his arm. That way we don't really see whether or not he's holding it or if it's already attached to his arm. So it could take place like within the first or second film, just before he gets it cut off. But then he wouldn't have a shotgun. Yeah, I think that's the only thing. So I was thinking to maybe have it like this or something. Yeah. This would be like his fighting pose. I don't know. I feel like this one would probably look a little more 2D and flat. But if I want to go for more... Oh, I can't do undo anymore? What? Okay, there you go. Probably wasn't click on the right area. Yeah, I'm still in the beginning phase. Trying to figure out how I want to post this guy. I want to still do that the chainsaw up front, but then it would probably mean that he's already in his by the end of Evil Dead 2 and or Army of the Dead. Let's see. Try to redraw that first pose again. At least get his head in the right position. And I definitely want to get his arm more in view and show off the muscles. Let's get a lighter brown. I feel like I should use blue instead because he has a blue shirt. I can probably get back to it later. He has a blue shirt. Make sure his head would fit right in within the frame. Give him some like messy, scruffy hair. Since he's been fighting these deadites. Kinda want to watch the movies again. I haven't seen them for a while. I think with the excitement of the new film, I feel like I should. See, his eye should be somewhere around here. He's almost got like a sort of Brandon Lee look to him. Oh, I would love to draw the Crow someday. Like Eric Draven from the Crow. That would be awesome. I did draw like a anthropomorphic version a few years ago. Might have posted it to Twitter and or other places. Just give this guy the iconic chin. He's got this famous chin. I don't know if I want this to be like a lot more toony or maybe more realistic look, but I don't know, whatever comes out. I do want it to have the action, of course. Maybe I can make it both, I don't know. Like both realistic and sort of toony in a way. Although I feel like I probably won't be finishing this tonight. It might as well be a short session because we started late. The late starts usually end up being pretty short, so we'll see. Probably go on for at least 2 hours. Just give him some more scruffy hair. It's like a little bit shaggy. I don't know why I went with this color. All right, here comes the arm. Here comes the smolder. Get some wrinkles in the shirt. I don't know if the shirt is ripped or not, but I think by the end of the third film, like, he's pretty much ripped, like muscle-wise ripped. Let me see. I think this part needs to be. Like so. Isn't this part like taped up or something? I forgot what he did with this part. Like he used like duct tape to tape this part or something? I would have to watch the movies again. Otherwise I have to look up some reference images to see how he does it. Eventually in the TV series he has like some sort of like piece of metal that would cover this part. It's like a lid, and then it would be detachable. He would be able to attach like other pieces, like a chainsaw or a sword or whatever, or maybe another hand, like a metallic hand or robot hand. A variety of things, so it's pretty cool. It becomes more, what's the word? Upgradable. It becomes more upgradable with all these different, you know, kinds of weapons, kinds of things that you can use as a weapon. But one of the first things he had attached to it was the chainsaw. It's like a modified chainsaw or something like that, which is really cool. Oh man, I gotta look and see how chainsaw even looks. Because right now I don't think the angle is right. Let's see if I can undo. I kind of want to get the chainsaw to like really come out right here. It'll probably cover most of the screen. Oh, that's as far as we can go. Yeah, like somewhere along here, and then I feel like the chainsaw will cover a lot of this part here. So I would make it like somewhere back here. And then you have the motor. Some folks would have a hard time doing mechanical drawings. It's probably the most mechanical part of the drawing, and that is the chainsaw. So we'll probably have to just now sketching it out, see how it's gonna end up looking before I actually get into the details. Oh man, see, it's like too much of the motor part, but I don't have the chainsaw part here. don't have much of this in view. It's more so than the more so on the edge here than the first draft. Let's see, what if I angle it right here, like from this part, and then have chainsaw come this way, or go up that way. Imagine doing like animation and this is how it's gonna come out, like. It also kind of reminds me of this game called Mad World. Kind of want to revisit playing that again. It's an old game that came out on the Wii, developed by Platinum Games, published by Sega. It was exclusive to the Wii. I think maybe this year I'll probably revisit it. I think it came out in like 2009, if I recall. Big fan of it. M-rated game on the Wii. Let's see how displacements will look like here. This part in black. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way up here. Not sure about this part. See, it's a shame that the eyedropper no longer works. I wonder if devs know about this. I feel like this should probably be more angled towards us, towards the screen. So you can readjust this real quick. There's another new animated series called Chainsaw Man. I've mentioned it a few times already by now. Still coming up with new episodes week after week. You can find them on Hulu. I think it might be on Crunchyroll, not sure. Japanese property based on the manga. Really popular right now. I think it started airing last year. Very hyped show. And it involves a character that has chainsaws for arms and a head. It's including a little guy that also, like a little animal character that has a chainsaw for the head. It's pretty neat. Not sure about this angle. Yeah, so this canvas size is not completely 16 by 9, I don't think. I haven't tested it out completely. But yeah. The entire size I would calculate from the entire view here with all the tools and then the background and stuff. But just the canvas alone, I don't know, this section here would be, in terms of size, try to solidify this shape here. I think chainsaws usually they start to decrease in the size somewhere at the tip of it. So it goes down this way, I think. Something like that. At least some of them. I'm not sure about the model that Ash has though. Imagine Ash versus Leatherface from Chainsaw Massacre. I think that would be an awesome fight. Chainsaw versus Chainsaw. That's a dream fight. I think they were thinking about doing that for the Freddy vs. Jason film. Like, it was written on paper, but they never got to that point where they could feature all the characters together. Man, Royal Lee was trying to get that to happen, but didn't work out, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should... So I was thinking to maybe move the character a little farther to the left so I can fit this in. And that's what I tried to do, but right now it's like... I think it's as far as I can get it to, unless I move his arm a little more. Which makes him look like, he's got his arm to the side or something, but... I think this is fine. I'll definitely make it work. I'm see if I can raise his elbow a little bit more, so it looks like he's angling it the right way. There would be some bars. Yeah. Like handles where he would hold with his other hand. Make sure that goes over. I think that's on the side too, or something like that. I'll have to check to see. Make the corrections to his chainsaw later. But I think for the most part, I think we got the shape down. There's probably more pieces of the chainsaw that I'm missing. It's like a box or something back here. And this part here would just be a regular circle. It's like a vent for the motor or whatever. Unless that's where they put in the gasoline. That's another thing too. Like, you gotta find gasoline for the chainsaw. It's hilarious. Once he runs out of juice, he would have to look around for gasoline. Make some stops. Stops at the Sharp Mart. Wait. Stop at the shop. Wait. Stop at the S-Mart. Yeah. Shop Smart. Shop S-Mart. He's just like a regular employee there. Just happens to save the day. making sure things are in order. Yeah, normally I would have the previous drawings like up here, but I feel like maybe I could put them up here. The previous drawings like up in this corner here. Okay, it won't cover the color that I have selected currently. Hey there, Clive Frog. Happy New Year's, by the way. Tonight we're drawing Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series. I don't know if you're familiar. I don't think we ever got to watch that. But apparently there's a new film in the works. There's a trailer out for it called Evil Dead Rise. I gotta warn you, it's pretty terrifying. There's a red band trailer out on the official page. And one of the original characters, Ash Williams, won't be in that film. So it's very much like a follow-up to the 2013 iteration of Evil Dead. Wait, which Evil Dead was it? Was it the 2013 one? But it wasn't the original, was it? The original three films were fantastic. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to like add some color to them, huh? Alright, let's get his other arm. This guy's ready to fight. We watched the original and then we watched the 2013. Wow. Man, I'm not sure I recall that. But if we did, then that's cool. Yeah, they were both very different. 2013 was a very different film. But a welcome addition to expand the franchise a little more. To expand the lore. So I feel like the Necronomicon, which is the evil book that exists in those films, I think there's probably more to that, and there's probably like clones of it in like different parts of the world and stuff. And I feel like they might have mentioned it in the comics where there's like different Necronomicons. There'll be copies of them, I think. And they would all be evil. So anyone who set foot and reactivates the Necronomicon, it would, you know, whoever's within the area would become evil, or it would affect them in bad ways. And then yeah, it's up to other people to try and get rid of that evil. Yeah, they get turned into Deadites. Oh yeah, as comparison? Man. I must have forgotten about that. Yeah, because that movie came out, 2013, that's quite a long ways ago. Many years ago. Like, 7... That's 10 years? Wait, has it? Wow, it's been like almost 10 years. Interesting. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, 2013. I need to confirm that. Yeah, the remake came out in 2013. That was a really good remake. was really gnarly. The way they presented the initial trailer for that, it was so vastly different. And I know Sam Raimi was attached to producing that remake, and I was really impressed with that trailer, the initial trailer for that 2013 one. With the sound and everything, like the way to design that and edit the trailer together. The sound design, like, it has that beat to it. It's like I don't know, there's something about it, like, that heightened up the fright of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's got this what's the word to describe it? Like it has like a fast pace, like it makes your heart beat, you know. That's what I liked about that version. It was just vastly different from the first film or any of the past iterations of Evil Dead. I remember at one point, like, there were a few people that didn't like it because it was so different and because it lacked the comedy that the originals had. I think those same people are probably not. I mean, they're probably vibing now that the films are out, and they're probably on board with the remakes. Not remakes, but the new iterations. I don't know why I keep on saying remakes these days. But yeah, new iterations. Yesterday we were talking about the Dread film. Yeah, Dread was not a remake, it was just a new entry with Judge Dredd. Different story. Can't figure out about any horror films. Pretty much scar you? Oh boy. Let me see. I mean, I can't forget. Yeah, I can't forget some of them either. Especially the time that we saw the Conjuring, the closet, the wardrobe. Oh man, if you watch that new trailer, the trailer for the new one, Evil Dead Rise is the new one. Just came out earlier today. It's got some Conjuring influences, like like the whole vibe of it. It's you know, it's very Conjuring like, and a little bit of The Shining too. Shining, but mostly like Evil Dead 2013 style. They're trying to go for that 2013 fright. Man, 2013 was a great year for like horror, especially not only. I just noticed that now it's the year 13 at the end of it, you know. And when it comes to like spooky stuff, 13 is the number for the spooky, for all the spookies. Oh, this is gonna be one messy drawing, I feel. I kind of like that style when it's like messy like this, messy and sketchy looking. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna have the boom stick. You probably won't be able to see his other hand, but I'll try to sneak it right under here somewhere, and then he'll hold it upward, so that way we can see that he's holding two different things. So this might as well be like Army of Darkness Ash rather than the first two films. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the Evil Dead films. I kind of want to revisit all of them again, and possibly even the TV show. I love the special effects in that. There were some really frightening parts in the TV series. some cool monster designs, Deadites. I feel like his shirt should be like... I think it should start like ripping off, like starts to rip like somewhere around the shoulder part, kind of like Ryu and Ken. Hey there, Jake. How's it going? Happy New Year's. We're doing good. Talking horror. I don't know if you're into the genre. Normally I'd be streaming Monster Hunter on air and a variety of Switch games. Tonight we're drawing Ash Williams from Evil Dead. Pretty excited for the new movie. Man, there's like a couple movies that I'm looking forward to. Scream 6 is the other one. Evil Dead Rise. They both look fantastic. Can't wait to see them. Let's see. Boomstick, boomstick. So his arm's gonna come down. Let's see. His elbow's right here, I think. It should be at a distance, and then his hand should be holding that shotgun. Let's see if you can get his hand here. Thumb, and then the end part of the gun. Let's see which angle I should have it at. Let's go a little bit more like this way or something. Check it out. Close it out right at the edge, the top edge. See how it looks. There you go. Something like that. Something like this, I think. I don't know. I could angle it a little more. Oh, you just rated. Oh, thanks. I wish there was a way that YouTube could indicate where, you know, like they would put out a new message or something. Yeah, thanks for the raid. Let's see. Also, hello, folks from Jake Hudson. What other features does YouTube have? I'm like thinking over on like Twitch to have like a shout out feature where you can shout out folks that would raid you, or whenever you feel like if you want to shout out someone. But I don't think YouTube has like any sort of like thing like that for the website yet. I think this pose is fine. I gotta see how the gun is shaped. Make this a little longer. Yep, hope you're all doing okay. Right now I'm like come up with a draft for Ash here. Yeah, I think this might just be the pose that I'm gonna go for, so may just stick to this. My first time drawing any Evil Dead related fan art. Yeah. Our sessions are usually on Wednesdays nights. That night just happens to be a really late start. Hopped on pretty late, so this might end up being a pretty short one, depending on the progress, I guess. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out how the shirt ends here. Could have it so that he rolls up his shirt, his sleeve here, and then it would show his arm. Maybe I can have it so that it's like rip over here or something. I don't know. The main part that's in view would be the chainsaw, so I have to get to get a look at how the chainsaw actually looks like for this guy. Okay, so let me see. The rest of his body would be boop, boop, boop. This guy's pants. This would be somewhat like this. Pretty much. Yeah, apparently in Army of Darkness, like both of his sleeves are pretty much like ripped. And then this part, this right arm of his would be completely bare with some scratches on him. Oh, what if he has the shotgun out this way? Then I guess this upper space would be empty. We could probably add something else, I don't know. I do like it when it's up here though. I feel like this part needs to be a little bit more wider or something. Continues to go down. Yeah, imagine if I made it like his shirt ripped over here. It will look a little more dramatic. And then he's got, you know, bulgy muscles and scratches on those muscles. That'd be cool. But that's the kind of Ash we'd expect, like end the era, like peak prime Ash, you know? That's the prime Ash we want to see when he's fighting these all these monsters and stuff. All the Deadites. Ooh. Give him some big muscles. Alright, I think the forearm should be a little bit more in view here, since it's like closer to us. Check his mouth. I think I want to go for like a closed mouth. We try to open up later. Just get those cheekbones. And of course the chin. No beard. Yeah, that is so Ash. I'll bet the younger version of Ash though. As I said, prime peak Ash this would be it, I think. He's a bit more, I don't know. In Ash vs. Evil Dead, he's a lot more older, but he's not always up to fighting anymore. Like he's like pretty much done with the fights. He just wants to get it over with. But in the original trilogy, he's like up for any fight until he fights all the way to the end, like until the end of that Deadite. Which makes him so fearless, you know? But in the TV series, as he's older, he just like he's pretty much tired of fighting and he just wants to take a vacation. Which is why there's like moments where there would be like a dream sequence or whatever, and he's out chilling at this tropical location. It's like pretty much like heaven for the character. I gotta watch a TV series again. That was a pretty fun watch. Sadly, only 3 seasons. Alright, I shouldn't probably add too many details until I add some color to it. Like actual color for the objects and stuff. Man, I keep forgetting to save. There's our first save. I didn't even get to do that early on yet. It's gonna be a first draft. Trying to decide whether or not to make this shirt ripped or what. Man, there's like other iterations that has the you know, it would make sense to have the bar. I don't know. I think the handlebar here would make sense if it was like here. That way he can hold it, he can turn it around and hold it that way. Trying to see how it would attach to the rest of the chainsaw. Yeah, you could probably have it like that. Unless there's like multiple chainsaw that he would hook on. I never took notice. I'll have to look into it later. Apparently the shotgun is really short, because he would cut it down so you can get this right. I think it's like, it should probably end somewhere over here, if that's the case. I think once I rewatch the movies, I'll come back and make some adjustments. Something like that, I think. Okay. Probably start adding some color. Could probably start with blue for the shirt. I like how the first film just like starts off with him just having plain blue shirt, clean and you know well fit. He has this like really neat hairstyle. It's not a very appealing hairstyle too, but I think once it starts to get messy and things start happening, he gets a more messy look to him. I don't remember certain parts of it, and then I remember that the and how it ended. Like it felt like I think it was supposed to be like a one-off until I guess they decided to do a sequel, do a better version of it, and then basically just retelling what happened in the first, and then continued having fun with it. I think they had more fun with the second film than the first one. The first one is just like it was fun too, but it's like more of like a passion project between you know, Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi, and other crew members. And just making that film happen, I think, from what I recall. And they tried all these different techniques to get certain things to look a certain way. Practical effects. Not sure if this is the right color. It might be something that would wrap around his belt, or maybe it's just the pants. Okay, so there is. So there is a bar that he would it's like a handlebar that he would hold. I think it might be on the other side or something. Man, there was like so many rumors that Ash Williams was gonna appear in Mortal Kombat 11. I don't think he ever made it to Mortal Kombat 11. But yeah, I remember that rumor. Let's get those pants in. Should be a silver buckle there. Yeah, almost kind of look like Billy Lee from Double Dragon. Alright, let's add some red. I think most of this chainsaw part is like red. I think what I could do is maybe just do like line art first. Like turn it into line art first and then think about the colors afterwards. But I feel like I'm just like rushing to this. But I think adding the colors just makes me sort of imagine the image a little more. It just gets closer to, you know, the final. The final results. Wait, this chainsaw should end up being like dirty looking. Blood all over. Some dirt marks, whatever. Yep, so remember to save. Let's see. Start adding some skin color maybe. Let's go a little lighter. I keep on thinking about Army of Darkness. There was a moment where like there would be an evil version of Ash that runs the army. Join us. There's an anime gif of that too. Widely used, I would assume. He's got a very like bony, skeletal look to him. So that the Necronomicon is able to grow like more bodies and stuff, and it could create like clones of a person. So it would create a clone of Ash. Then it's up to Ash to defeat him. The real Ash, I mean. Oh. Receive content. What? Oh, right. I'm looking at my mobile device. I think if I tap it over with my charging stand, it would have like an app that would download. And it's an official Nokia accessory before other companies started doing the same thing. but it had the NFC feature, and when you tap the phone to that charging stand, it would ask whether or not you want to sync it with the app or whatever, or to download the app if you don't already have it installed and stuff. All right, man, I'm still not sure if I want to add the shirt to the arm. I feel like it would look cool if I do have it like cut off this way, like Double Dragon style. So I'm gonna faintly color it to see how it would look. Oh yeah, this part's supposed to be silver, right? That's the metal part, I think, to connect the chainsaw. Something like that. Get those muscles in there. Mr. Muscle Man. Just give the arm some definition. I think most of the detail probably be around the forearm. Maybe some shadows down here. Still would have to add like each of the blades that's in the chainsaw. Oh man, can't wait. Yeah, this might just end up being like a toony looking Ash, which I'm fine with. I try to get it to look much like the person as possible. Much like the character as possible, man. There will be Bruce Campbell, aka Ash Williams, and then there's Bruce Wayne that have this big chin. Both the Bruces have this chin. Alright, let's see if I can find another tune here. They got some eyebrows too, some heavy eyebrows. Just give him that nose. Can't wait till we start getting some of the highlights and shadows in. Oh man. Bum, 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 bum. Man, it must be really heavy to be carrying the chainsaw around like that as part of his arm all the time. Well, let's give him some veins too. He's gotta have some veins popping up here. Oh, yeah. Just go a little sharper. Get at least one in there. Maybe one around the forearm too. Yeah. I think this part should be a little bit more thicker. I feel like his eyes would be a bit more shaded. But at least we can see his eyelids a bit. He's got that squinty look. Sharp, smart. And then underneath the eyebrows would be a bit more shaded, so let me see if we can get that. Let's get those eyebrows in. Let's go a little bit darker. Of course, gotta save. I was thinking to maybe do like a goofy face for him. You know, just to, because he's like, you know, it's part of his character. He's always goofing around, cracking jokes. I want to also have his like his macho side, his tough side. Oh yeah. Like sometimes there would be some scenes where he would have like one of his eyebrows would be raised. So maybe this would be that. Otherwise this eyebrow would be a little bit lower, lining up with this one. Oh, is this all completely black back here? Initially, I think I had like a dark gray as the background, because I knew I'll be working with black for at least the hair and parts of his clothing and stuff. So I think what I could do is I could probably add some shine to the hair. Not sure what color though. Try some different colors to see what fits. I think the light gray blue. Great. Maybe to give it like a little bit of shine or something. Although in Ash vs. Evil Dead, it would have gray hairs like around the sides. I think brown should be fine. Brown, little bits of gray blues. Yeah, something like that, I think. Get a little bit messy. Not a care in the world. I think once it gets to this part here, it starts to like maybe show off a little bit brown. A little bit more shine maybe, I don't know. Get that grease into the hair. Grease and sweat. I don't want to add too many of the this color, or else it'll make it look like he's got gray hairs already. But I think around the edges would be fine, so that it can stand out from the black, the shadows. But yeah, mixing it with the brown I think is a good idea. Yeah, something like that. Probably add some more to the shirt. I feel like I could add like the Necronomicon or something to the image. Not sure how I'm gonna have him have his eyes, I mean. Oh, he's like looking straight that way. I don't know. If I were to get his eyes to look this way, I'm not sure how that's gonna look. Let's see. Color this in first. For a moment he'll look a little bit empty or possessed. Ooh. Yeah, something like that, I think. Let's go a little bit darker. Well, there we go. Now it's looking a little bit more like him. Probably add some more shades to the eyes. This guy's been up all night. Hunting monsters. Hunting deadites. Yeah, something like that, I think. Let's get some more shade in there. Yeah, this is like starting to come out like more like toony looking. Toony, but also like it's got like caricature, like slight caricature, but not really. I gotta be really careful where I place this, these shadows. Or else it's gonna be standing out. Yeah, that hair color, man, it's starting to come out. So get some more hairs through the ears here. I feel like it should be long enough to like cover a bit of the ear. Let's get the inside. Some more hair coming down here behind his ear. Alright, let's get some shadows along his arms. I think I could add some like under highlights, like an alternate highlight that would be like a totally different color. Maybe some blues or reds or something. I think red would be a nice alternate color. Like maybe down here or something, because I feel like even using the light brown sort of gives that sort of preview already. Got like you can see around the edges here, and it would match up with the shadows that I'm using right now. Give it like a spooky feel to it. It would be nice. Let's get some shadows here. Alright, I forgot about the silver thing. Get some silvers in there. save that. So yeah, I think it's like duct tape that he used. Duct tape, and then like later on he puts like something else that would cover that part. The hand. Let's make sure this part is in. I don't know whether to make it a little bit bigger or snug it underneath the chainsaw. I think it will just be cleanly sealing the rest of the arm, like around the wrist and stuff. Sometimes you gotta think about the science of any bit that is mechanical. You gotta think of how it works, how it would be shaped with the way it works and stuff. So you can get the dimensions right. And I don't know, it's a bit more mathematical once you get into drawing mechanical objects or anything metallic, structure. Alright, yeah, something like this, I think. We have to start shading, add more shadows to it. It's supposed to be more like grayish, but this is fine, I think. Let's get some more shade to it. It is it's like the more gray that I kind of want it to be. Oh, it's a little too strong on that color. The way I could do, I could just add the reflection of the light. It's like a light reflection bouncing off the bottom here. Imagine that there would be fire or something reflecting off of ash. Yeah, something like that. Let's get some shadows, a little bit of shadows. I think the chainsaw probably shouldn't be finalized just yet because I'm still gonna figure out where the handle is gonna be. I was thinking to maybe add it along this side, but then there could possibly be one right over here, which is where I currently have it, I think. And I also gotta fill in the colors here too for the exhaust or wherever that part is. So that's not the only part that's like silvery. It's also the chainsaw itself. So you can color this in. Oh, that's a very strong color, man. See how I was looking at the preview. Alright, yeah, it's definitely coming out. It's definitely coming out. This makes me want to go back into Monster Hunter and use the chainsaw blade. Managed to use a little bit of it during the arena quests. They would give preset weapons for you to pick from, different classes and stuff, and one of the quests that we hunted a few weeks ago was a longsword, and it was a chainsaw longsword. I think it's based off of the Devil Joe or something like that, if I recall. I feel like I might want to craft it and see if I can find a certain tier that would be useful on my quests. Hopefully when I hop onto that tomorrow, 3 Ultimate I think would be the game to have it. I think it's also in Generations. I'm not sure about Rise. I don't think I've seen it in Rise. But because it's based off of the Devil Joe, probably won't be in Rise. Though it would be awesome. There you go, we got the chainsaw. Chainsaw is colored. Still gotta do the chain itself. So are the chains like... I don't know which way it would face. Would it face this way? Or would it face like this way? I'm trying to remember now. I think it would be like this. It would come out this way. So this would be way. Try to redo those. Bum, 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 bum. Let's make sure we got the chain for it down first before we do the little blades. Wow, 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 wow. Man, I feel like I gotta get used to drawing more chainsaws and stuff. So far, it's coming out fine. Dig where it's what we've got so far. The boomstick. Actually, this might be the correct length for the boomstick. Yeah, I'll probably keep it that like around, probably maybe between these two heights. So it probably end up being somewhat over here. Yeah. It's supposed to look a lot more like dirty, a lot more messy in Army of Darkness. But having Ash look at this clean, this has got to be like towards the end of Evil Dead 2. I think that's like peak Ash. I think some of this shirt here would still be intact if that's the case. But this is fine. I think I'll set it for this. Once he got that new arm or the new hand in Army of Darkness, it's like groovy. That's how he gets that line. So far the hair is fine. Face structure is fine. Could add some more shadows alongside here. Maybe some more highlights or something. Definitely want to get the chainsaw down though. Evil Dead chainsaw. Okay. Okay, so there is the handle. And the handle goes vertical instead of like horizontal for Ash. The chainsaw in the Evil Dead Rise is a lot different. Totally different chainsaw. Even the Necronomicon book is looks a little bit different. It seems to have a different look each iteration of Evil Dead. It makes me wonder if the Evil Dead the game would have a different looking Ash. See, and it does. I'm sure there's like different skins for Ash in the video game. Wow, even the 2013 chainsaw is a bit different. I want to make sure I got it right. Dun, 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 dun. All right. All right. I got a good view of the chainsaw. This might not be the original chainsaw that he used, but it is one that it was brought back in Ash vs. Evil Dead, so I could base it on that. So I can find another one that's like from the original films. I mean, granted there would be like multiple chainsaws and stuff that he could use, but I also want to, you know, base it on the films. whatever was featured in the films. Okay. Man, maybe I should have the shirt in view, huh? I think this bottom part would be a little bit more detailed. Probably be like lines here and there, or different compartments. I'm seeing a lot of like Army of Darkness images. But usually the Army of Darkness images, or just that film, normally would have like his shirt ripped. Either completely sleeveless or like entirely gone. But I feel like his right hand or right arm should have some of the shirt intact. We'll see. Oh, a different view here. Okay, so I think what I can do is could possibly base this on the one in the show. But then like the one in the show makes it look like he's got like a hand still. And that's probably how they did it. Oh, but then the chainsaw wouldn't look like this, though. It wouldn't be angled this way, I don't think. Let's see. I could probably try to thin it out a little more here. Should be like thinned out like that. Yeah, a lot of these chainsaws, they're more thinner than they should look, I think. But going by the angle that I intend to go, I think it should come out so that the tip of it is a little bit more wider looking, because it's like facing us. Or it's pointing to that corner, that top corner. So let me see if we can thin this part out. Otherwise, it won't be like a regular chainsaw that he's got. I think as for the chainsaw itself, I feel like it should be a little bit more gray. So you can get some more grays in there. Darker grays. It'll definitely look metallic for sure, but there's supposed to be more shadowy grays over here. Or else it'll just be too unrealistic if I keep it that color. Let's get some of these grays in there. I think once it gets up here, it will be a little bit more shiny. Let's go a little bit lighter. Somewhat like this, I think. Boom, 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 boom. Bow, bow, bow. There we go. Now it's a bit more dirty looking. Do, do, do. Let's get those blades aligned again. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, try to get the shape of the saw. It's pretty crucial. Unless I'm gonna go toony, and then it probably wouldn't even matter. But I think for most of my drawings, kind of want to keep it like a little bit more accurate. And a lot of times, I think the pose of the character is very important. Sometimes I would just come up with like a 2D pose, and it just looks too 2D. And it would just make the character look more static, like a static image. But I like this pose here for this character. Brings out that action. There we go. think this top part should be a little bit more thinner. It should be a little bit more thinner. Either that, or I can probably decrease this. Give it a bit of a different angle. Let me see how this looks. Yeah, I could probably use that to get the lighting done more properly. Yeah, I think it's fine. We'll stick with this angle for now. So you can go back and recolor this. We still see some imprints from the first draft chain down here. I think having some of those drafts like faded in the background could help create some it could help like me imagine like what else could be back there, like maybe like bushes or trees or something. Bodies, bones. But yeah, it's nice to have something back there instead of like a blank background, you know? Oh, guessing this part should be a bit more black. Because I think the chainsaws would have would need a place to go, right? So that they can continue to rotate. Bum, 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 bum. So where we start adding some more of the blades to the chain. Probably go with the grays. Get like some grays in there. We gotta see how the shape of the chains would be first. Gotta do each of the chains. This is like doing the that chain for the Hellraiser drawing, but this is gonna be a lot more, I think. Gotta do each individual. Piece, but it's like smaller little blades. Should go a little bit more stronger colored. Let's go darker too. I think it shouldn't be too distant from the main piece here. The middle piece. It should look like it's like attached to it. At least that's what I assume. Hey there, Josh. Josh, you ever watch any of the Evil Dead movies? I feel like you should. Those sound scary? It is scary. Actually, I think you would probably like the third film, Army of Darkness. It's hilarious. I think the first film is probably the most serious and most spooky, and I think the second one is more it's wacky. Yeah, I think and that's one way to describe it. The second one, Evil Dead 2, is wacky and it's got a bit of slapstick to it. Bruce Campbell's in it. He's in all those three films, the original three. But I think you might enjoy the Army of Darkness one, which is the third film. You may want to see the second one first, though, but I don't know. Would be up to you. But yeah, I think the third one is something that you might enjoy. I mean the third one, I mean. So I think it's the most funny when it's like it doesn't like take itself seriously. The characters are just goofy and dumb. But the second one is great too. Second one is probably the most popular when it comes to like the horror genre. I'm trying to think of another like film that's in like just as fun and entertaining in like as an example. With that third film, Army of Darkness. But it's a pretty fun ride. That third film. But yeah, there's a new film that's coming out. The trailer for it just dropped today. Evil Dead Rise. And it's a totally different from the original trilogy. Different vibe, more terrifying, more bloody, more gory. But more on the serious side rather than the comedic side. Yeah, but if you ever get a chance, you should probably check out either part 2 or part 3, Army of Darkness. Maybe you could probably still watch like Army of Darkness on its own, but if you ever grow curious on the origins of Ash Williams, you should probably check the other two films before it. The third one came out in like 1992, I want to say, early 90s. But yeah, it's pretty goofy. And this makes me want to watch, or it makes me want to play that the Mad World game. The one with the chainsaw. Mad World. Alright, gotta reshape these little blades here. Oh boy. There's gonna be a lot of these blades. We're not even halfway yet. Man, I didn't realize the trailer dropped so soon. I think it's planning a release for April? Like late April, it's gonna be releasing. Yeah, I guess that makes sense for the trailer to drop around this time. That means there would be, what, 4 more months? Like about 4 or 5 more months. Yeah, like 4. Close to 5 more months until the film releases. Did we get snow over here? We did. We get like a there was one night that we had like a snow and rain. But it was only like a light sheet of snow. It was like more like icy snow. And that was it. Right now we're just getting rain. There's more rain. So it's not as cold as like other years where we've had like, you know, massive amounts of snow. I think this year is just more warmer than other years. Like barely, I think barely an inch. Like other years, we'd have like a foot of snow or more. And some years we would have like no snow at all. Until, you know, until like Q2 or close to Q2 or something. But I hear that February is gonna be pretty cold for us, I think. At least that's what I'm hearing. Alright, there's the part where it should look a little more sharp and a little bit more bigger. So, but then you're actually giddy about going to McDonald's on Friday night for a cheat night? I mean, why wouldn't you be? That should be exciting. Out to get some fries. Do they have any good toys out right now for the kids' meals? I always wonder what they would have for kids' meal toys. Each time I would swing by McDonald's and stuff. To the Mario movie toys. So wait, what? They got the Mario movie toys already? Oh man, I can never swing by in time to collect those things. Unless someone else like goes there, and then I would ask him to buy to get a you know a kid's meal for me or something. Happy Meals are Super Mario Movie. Oh wow, man, I might have to look it up to see how they look like. I think I saw like an image, like a preview image of it, but it was like a small image, like under the rumored section. But it was that same. If it looks anything like that same image that was leaked. And that's probably what it is. I think they have them now because the movie was meant to be out in December, but got delayed. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't even recall that the movie was supposed to come out last year. Wow, so we got the Mario movie coming out in April, and then you got Evil Dead Rise in April. I think PAX East around that time too. I'll probably be at PAX East. Hopefully they have some Mario movie stuff, merchandise, and hopefully Nintendo booth would be back at PAX East. I mean, if they do come back this year, would be the year for them to come back. They weren't there last year though. Alright, one more blade here. These blades over here look like they have blood on them already. Okay, there we go. It's sort of synced up. I feel like this part here could use a little bit more alignment. This part here is like curved a bit. Maybe that's probably common for chainsaws. Yeah, I think from what I remember, the toys had like a Luma, which indicates that there might be some Galaxy, like Super Mario Galaxy story attached to it, possibly in a sequel or something. If so, that would be cool. I mean, Princess Peach did mention that there's going to be multiple galaxies that could possibly connect to the Mushroom Kingdom. So, I mean, that bit right there could indicate that he's going to go into space in a future iteration. I think by the end of the film, he probably would have the ability to fly. I'll just take a wild guess. Yeah, I'm sure that movie's gonna do well. It'll probably do well enough that we'll get a sequel. Or at least, you know, one other iteration. It could even be that Donkey Kong movie that's been rumored. Donkey Kong would appear in that Mario movie, and then he'll get his own movie next. Unless they change their plans and just do the part 2. But I feel like they could maybe just detail more on Donkey Kong after that movie. See a little bit of the side characters and where they venture off to and stuff before coming back to that actual part 2, and then pick back up where we left off on the first film. I think that would be a neat idea. I think they have them now because... oh yeah. Yeah, I think the Donkey Kong movie would make sense. What if the Donkey Kong movie just like shows the origin of Donkey Kong, and then like the whole tribe, and then we get a look at some of the all the different Kong characters and how they came about to being featured in the Mario movie. So I think there's some lore there to be had that's yet to be told. I know that there's been like animations, Donkey Kong animations in the past, both 2D and 3D. I think, yeah. There was like a 2D old school Donkey Kong show, and also that 3D one, the janky 3D. Oh my gosh, so many blades on this. I can't wait to see this in time-lapse form. You see all the blades starting from here, making it all the way around. And this reminds me of the time when I did the that Mad World drawing in what's that little 3DS that 3DS app, that animation app. Swapnote? Was it Swapnote? No, it wasn't Swapnote. It was that other one that you had to upload to the website, the Hatna website. I forgot what that app was called. It had like a frog mascot. Might have to start shrinking these blades soon. Maybe I'll just make like some indicators. Should probably go a little bit darker, huh? Man, it's a shame there's like no dotted line. No dotted line tool, I gotta do it manually. This is where it starts to shrink down. Let's see if we can increase the size of it. Just make them little dots for now. There we go. Ba-da-ba. Oh boy. Not sure what I'm gonna do for the background. Oh man. I think the easy way to go about this is just make that second line and then I'll just like use the black to cut into it. Instead of trying to draw each of these blades. It was like painstaking. Especially when it's like at like a really odd angle. I think if I just like get the black and just like bring it out like this, just make it look like the every other spot would be the blades. I don't really know my chainsaw terms. It's probably not called blades, it's like something else, like a chain part of it. Ba-da-ba-da. This part here should just blend. Oh man, I would have to go back to this part here to fix it. Oh man. Okay, so this is the darker gray. Let's add some shadows here. Oh. I think this part should be a bit darker. bum, 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 bum. There you go. Get some of that sheen metal. So you get some of the sharpness here. Oh. Yeah, let's go into each of these. Let's go back up. Maybe this part here should be a little bit more lined. Let's try this. Ooh. Okay. I think we'll go about that. Rum, bum, bum. It should have make it more like gray colored for this for the lining part. Because right now it's more brighter than the blades themselves. Ba-da-ba-ba. Just cut into these. Should make it a little darker, maybe. Yeah, this is probably what I should have done. I don't think chainsaws actually look like this. It was like it's only in movies and video games that would have these sort of blades. I think even in the Evil Dead movie, I don't think they have these. But the comic book would have this shape. It's more sharp looking. Turtles. Alright, this part I gotta be really careful. As it gets smaller and smaller. I gotta keep it like pretty much the same size. Okay. So you can get that line again. What I'll do is I'll try to line these up according to what we have up here. Yeah, you notice how it's like a little bit off towards the center there. That's what I need to fix. think what I can do is I could probably extend these out a little more so that they look more aligned. So right now they're like a little bit off. Alright, let's get these out a little more. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try something. I could probably use that, yeah. Yeah, having a line there would help a lot. Just so we know that how far it goes out. So a lot of mechanical stuff is like it involves a lot of lines, and if there's any small pieces like these that are supposed to line up, they would all be equal. Something like that. Oh man, we got the bottom part set, but like the top part is not set yet. Oh, there's that Pokemon. Man, it's been a while since I played any of the Pokemon games. Kinda wanna go back to Snap, maybe a little bit of Legends. Huh, I wonder if I use this here. Maybe it would help. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know, Bruce. I think just using the pencil would be, it just give it that messy look to it. Also, I just have more control. But I think when it comes to mechanical stuff, like using the line would definitely make it look straight for sure. But even with that, you gotta be really accurate with it to make it look more accurate. I think this is fine. Oh man, trying to extend it out is takes a bit to fix it. Alright, let's save that. Try to extend some more of these. Hey there, Sonic. Yeah, we just got started on this today. Let's see. Yeah, it's been about like 2.5 hours. Probably go on for a few more minutes. Yeah, we're not quite finished yet. I think a lot of it was spent on this chainsaw. The chainsaw is like the most important part here. You got the face down pretty well. That was pretty quick. Yeah, I think we might need another session to finish up the rest of it. See how it turns out. Pretty groovy, right? I think I'll probably save the rest of this chainsaw up here for next session. Because right now it's like, oof. Going into each of these blades is a doozy. Especially when you use a mouse and there's no way to zoom. It's only a single layer. There's no layer support for this scribblet. Holy moly. There you go. We straightened out the chain a little bit more, so that looks more robust. It's badass Bruce. Boom, 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 boom. You think it would ever have the patience to make something like that? Yeah, exactly, right? It requires a lot of patience. But I try to put in like, a few hours per session. I don't know, it just helps to relax, I guess. Helps stays focus. I think we have to add like some highlights to the to each of these blades later. Yeah, all at once. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Feels like I might have like one too many of these blades somewhere here. I don't know. Alright, let me see if I can add a solid line through here. Try to get it as small as I can. I think it sort of helped a little bit. I feel like I might want to line up the black line a little closer though. Maybe go a little bit more softer on the color. Yeah, there we go, something like that. Same thing on this side. Oh, this is an old remix I did for Super Mario Brothers. I think for the 30th anniversary or something like that. I never got to upload it, but I did manage to use it for an unboxing video. And that was about it. The movie had Scott Pilgrim rhymes. Which movie? You mean the Super Mario Brothers movie? Or are we talking about Evil Dead? Yeah, I think adding that seems to give it an extra layer. Yeah, like an extra shine. Oh yeah. Everything, everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that. A little bit of Scott Pilgrim. I think, yeah, Scott Pilgrim, a little bit of The Matrix. That was a fun film. Quite unexpected to be coming out of A24, but I did expect some comedy, so they did have some comedy to it. Jamie Lee Curtis was in there. She was the office lady with a cat. Oh man, that was a funny scene. I've watched like some interviews with the cast before the movie came out, and yeah, Jamie Lee was there talking about her character and how she was preparing to play her character and stuff in the movie. It's pretty funny. Alright, I don't know what else I want to add to this. I could maybe try to color the side of the chainsaw, maybe confirm where the pieces are gonna go. So you take a look at the how the chainsaw looks here. See, normally they would have like a vertical handlebar here, but I think my version has the one that goes over here. And this part should be black, I think. So just keep it black. But this part here should be the grill, I think. So you can try to get that in. It's probably like some sort of vent here. Go over this way. It almost looks like a speaker. Not sure if this is supposed to be how it looks. But I think at this point I'm just making up my own chainsaw. At least trying to combine some parts together to make it look like Ash's chainsaw. There's some sort of circles over here, I think, like buttons or something. don't know. It's like some sort of line or plate that goes along this way. At least I would assume that it is. A communicator? No, it's not a communicator. It's supposed to be like the exhaust or vent for the engine to run inside the chainsaw. So it's like not your typical chainsaw. It's just one that I would attach to Ash's arm. Like he would modify the chainsaw before he put it on. Yeah. It's a pretty old movie. Came out in 1992. I used to watch it on TV. Remember TV? Or cable television? The old days. But yeah, he would lose his hand in part 2, and then he would gain access to a chainsaw, and then he'd attach it to this arm. It's a pretty cool movie. And it features a pretty cool character, played by Bruce Campbell. Alright, I'll have to probably do some research to see how the chainsaw actually looks like before I continue with this. It's probably some more silvery parts over here, but I don't want to do too much to it yet. I think there's like a silver part over here or something. Back here. I kind of want to keep the orange in so that if I do intend to put like fire over here, it would be reflecting off of his arm, his chainsaw and stuff. So we'll see. And then I gotta do the hand on the other side. I don't know what I want to do for the background though. It could just be like fire or fallen trees or something. Because it all takes place in the woods. A cabin at the woods. At least the first 2 films, and then the third film is a whole lot different. He's at a whole different location, totally different time. So it's there's a lot of lore attached to it, to the franchise, and now there's this TV series, there's 2 other films that came out after the original trilogy that are vastly different. Takes place in the same universe, but different characters. And a trailer for the new one that's gonna be coming out just popped up today, and looks fantastic, looks terrifying. Evil Dead Rise is the new one, coming out in April. So can't wait. Alright, let's save that. Let's do a little bit of research here. Yeah, I think the handlebar would stay like up there, I think. Unless there's one that's down here, that would be horizontal, like this one is, and then there would be one that goes vertical up here. So I'm not sure if we should be able to see it from here, from this angle, but from the other side it should be visible, I think. I don't know. I mean, there are some official images that shows that, how it looks and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, it's like a little compartment over here that would be attached to the chainsaw. Supposedly it's like a little more gray, like more metallic looking. get some more linings in. See, adding these little shine parts makes it look more metallic. But I think I'll save it for next time. Like once I get all the chainsaw all done and stuff, then I'll start adding the blood. I think the blood is gonna be fun. It's gonna be the fun part. I'll probably save that for next time. Yeah, it's gonna be splattering all over the chainsaw, his face, arms and clothes, everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna save that for next time. Alright, so yeah, tomorrow... Oh wait, let's see here. Could be like a Mario and Rabbids game where he could still have his hand just insert it into the back of the chainsaw, which would have a grip inside part to grab into. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. If you watch the movies, he just attaches this on. I'm trying to think of another character that has that same sort of thing. There's definitely been some villains in past movies that has that sort of thing. I think another example is the main guy in Enter the Dragon. I don't know if you're old enough to remember Bruce Lee. But Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, there's the main bad guy that he fights at the end, who has the detachable hand. So it's kind of like that. Yep, it's kind of like that with this character. And the whole thing is flat when his hand is cut off. So he has this little attachment thing that he can connect like different objects. Whether it be a chainsaw. Chainsaw would be one of the first things. There will be like a different hand that he has later on, like a more metallic robotic hand. So he will be able to upgrade himself in the TV show. The TV show is called Ash vs. Evil Dead. You can find out what he has to attach to that arm within that first episode, I think. But yeah. But yeah, I think we can wrap it up here. I think tomorrow I'll be back on Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Gonna do some casual hunts, open up a lobby or something, we'll see. And but yeah, I probably won't be back to this drawing until next week, next Wednesday, so we'll see what happens. But yep, that's it. I'm gonna take off for now. Have yourselves a wonderful night, good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later!
See you next time!